About that avalanche falcon arrow that Sammy kicked out of.
No one kicks out of the falcon arrow.
No. That was
a Spanish god
arrow.
kicked out of a avalanche falcon arrow.
No.
In fact,
no,
Serena Deeb kicked out of Sheeta's
right.
falcon arrow. Go back and watch. Do not even start this shit with me. There is tape.
Looks so personally offended right now. Did he freeze?
He's so mad he froze.
Brucey, come back.
Brucey, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, except the part where someone kicks out of the falcon arrow. Brucey, come back.
Never. No one ever kicks out of the falcon arrow.
Yes,
Remember
they
that.
do.
Damn it.
All the time.
That's how I feel when only person who can stop you is the man in the mirror. When you look down at your wrists and you see money. When you look at your shoes and you see money. When that scarf on your neck means money.
This is M Squad, bitch.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois.
Better not bring your kids.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, do not attempt to adjust your screens. That's right. Top Rope is back and better than ever. Even if there are only two of us, it's fine.
We're dynamic duo tonight. It's fine. It's fine. We got this.
This is one of the greatest tag teams in the podcasting world. And Brucey will be with us next episode. He had to step out because he had a big pop-up moment. Wow, that was almost Scott Steinerish of me, wasn't it?
Right? Almost.
His eldest son has graduated high school.
Yay! Congratulations! Look at you go, big time. We're proud.
Congratulations, Caleb. Bang up job, Brucey. You're doing your dad job right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on with the show. I'm not even going to start with me because I ain't shit. So help me welcome.
Don't lie.
The first lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. She is the whole ass vibe. The ninth wonder of the podcasting world, because we don't treat her like a woman, but we try damn hard not to treat her like a man. She is the incomparable, the incredible Latina heat herself, Grandma Wendy!
Viva la raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mamacita.
Hey!
Oh, I missed that music
What
too.
it do?
And Brother De Niro, we knew you'd come. Isn't that funny?
De Niro! We're all kinds of hype tonight, aren't we?
Oh, shit.
Yes, it is
showtime. Hey, the Redeemer is in the chat, and he says, you know what they say, ladies first. Again, there's a lady.
There's a fucking lady in here? Who let that bitch in? Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
Boy, my wife isn't much of a fucking lady, but I can confirm she kind of is. Like, anyway, now on to me. Yes, me, not DDP, but the greatest prediction champ in podcasting history, all of it. They call me pretty much Mr. Monday Night now that I'm filling in for Dogging with De Niro.
Yep.
They call me the whole fucking live stream.
Whole fucking show.
And that man that you saw in the chat calls me Notorious. But no matter how no matter how many nicknames I have or which one you want to use, even if a few of them aren't exactly the nicest,
Mm.
you can always end it with one thing and one thing only, and that is D.O.M. Oh my God! I'm fucking hyped. Give me a table and a cheese cutter. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped I jumped that.
We jumped the gun. We're so hyped.
Top rope, get back! Don't even ask us where the hell you've been, because we've been here. We've been here 2 weeks in a row.
We're here. We're doing the things. We're having the fun. Where have y'all been?
Oh, y'all better be here. That's all I know. You better be here.
Right here?
I mean, where else you gonna be on a Saturday night? I know, lots of places. But you should be here.
Don't be at the clubs. Don't be at the clubs. Be right here.
The Godfather himself. Ivan C, boys and girls.
Hey, what's going on, Ivan?
We love you. Great show Thursday. I missed you guys, but you killed it. You killed it. The man of many nicknames. So many.
Yes,
so many
indeed.
I forget a few.
2004.
Honestly. I even forgot. I am now and still the American nightmare of podcasting.
You are indeed.
Whoa!
So what have you got for us tonight, big man?
Oh, well, I thought we would start with something that just popped into my head thanks to a couple of good brothers I chat with online, and
Okay.
decided to turn into a small segment that we're calling
Segment.
Meme Moments, boys and girls. I'm going to put up a meme, so if you are listening and you're doing something in the background, drop what you're doing, turn around, face your screen, because we are going to have a choice, boys and girls.
Yes.
As you can see, there are 3 columns here, with each has 3 professional wrestlers. And sorry, Justin, I have to take your comment down because I got to show everybody what we got. So we can either retire. We can either retire Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
We can rehire to WWE the Dragon, Adam Copeland, or Adam Cole. Or we can basically revive slash resurrect Bray Wyatt, Umaga, or Eddie Guerrero. Choose one from each column. Oh boy, Grandma's thinking.
I actually thought about this when you sent it to me, and I've been thinking about it, and I have thoughts for each row. So for retire, I would say Roman Reigns. I think he's definitely done his part. He played it well as the heel. With his faction, that bloodline storyline, well, creme de la creme. What more can he do? Retire him. Do you want me to keep going?
Oh, I was going to just jump in and say, you know what? I completely agree with you. When you look at those 3 gentlemen, I mean, I know Seth's a little banged up, but he's got a lot to give. Cody is hopefully, we'll put a pin in this, but on the verge of becoming a Grand Slam champ. And Roman is Roman. So retire.
He's done his part. He played his role well. You know, he can call it a day. Will I acknowledge him? Fuck no. But I will give credit where credit is due. And that devil played his role well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he did. I'll give him that much. Now let's move on to the rehire category. Who would you bring back between the Dragon, I guess Edge, and Adam Cole, baby?
I'm going to go with Adam Cole. I feel like Edge had his time. You know, he did his thing. He can move on. Danielson's doing so great in AEW and being able to just, you know, have the matches that he wants to have, do what he wants to do. You know, he's doing great in that. And I think Adam Cole should definitely be given a second chance in WWE. He definitely could have done so much more, I think. Okay. And now that you know Trips is in the driver's seat, I think he would definitely have a better chance.
Okay. All right. I know Brother De Niro has chimed in and said Roman retire, Dragon come back. You can blame it all on me. Sorry, the flashback. My bad. and,
Dragon come
and resurrect Eddie. That's not a bad call.
Not a bad call. It's not a bad call.
And Justin agrees with you on the 2 so far. He's saying
Okay.
Eddie. And Jay, what is good, homie? Shout out to you and All Elite Wrestling Television on Facebook. At least I hope you guys are still on Facebook because they've been giving us trouble. I can't even get on it. So if they're still there, they're usually on Saturdays. Check them out too when you get a chance. He's saying Seth should retire. Okay,
Interesting.
I mean, it would make me a little sad, but dude has been beat to all hell. And
I mean, he is a working champ. You like when he's
he is. He sure as shit is.
he worked overtime.
I think this last round of overtime might have took a few years off his career because he was just
definitely.
ring after Cody won that belt.
Like he couldn't even stand up, man. It was. Oof.
And he's saying to rehire the Dragon / Daniel Bryan. All right. I guess this is bad to do with 2 people who share a brain because if I want to see anybody back in WWE right now, it's Adam Cole, baby.
He could have done so much more.
And that's the point. If you're wondering why, go back to Black and Gold when Triple H was running it and Adam Cole was there. He is one of the most dominant NXT superstars of all time.
Yes.
He won every title there was to win. He did everything there was to do, sometimes twice. And then a certain McScumfuck wanted to bring him to the main roster to be Keith Lee's manager. After all that,
and after the
Keith
great
Lee's
rivalry they had in NXT, to partner them like that, it made no sense.
Right?
Like, what are you even doing? Why?
It never made any sense to have that happen.
Worst idea ever.
But Venereal Kink McScumfuck never makes any sense. But nowadays, that man is gone, and as we have clearly seen, if you've been watching,
welcome to a new time. Welcome to a new era.
Trips ain't been fucking around.
Welcome to the Levesque barbecue, because he ain't, like you just said, he ain't fucking around. You know,
that is one Levesque barbecue I would love to take a seat at and have some ribs.
Oh yeah.
I'm just I drool over the idea of Adam Cole coming back to a main roster that Triple H is running.
Oh yeah. Because
there are
chance to have great and amazing matches, and he would give them championship opportunities that he would not have been, that he was not given otherwise.
Yeah,
Cole has proven time and again that he could carry the brand.
I mean, I'm sure once we start talking, once we start getting caught up talking King of the Ring, there might be a few little things here and there that I might have some issues with. But with Triple H at the helm, WWE is a whole new thing. Like it's recorded, it's produced, it's put together differently. It is unfucking believable. And I know Bruce still hates it because he's Bruce and he hates, but
he just hates.
And we love him for it, but he hates. I don't think he's gonna hate if MJF shows up, but that's another story for another day. I'm just saying. So okay, so we've gotten everybody's opinions so far, except for I gotta get the Godfather in here. Retire Roman, rehire Bryan, and revive Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's where Grandma might have gone to, but if I'm bringing anybody back, it's Latino heat, baby.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm on the fence with Revive between Bray Wyatt and Eddie Guerrero. Because with Eddie, like the potential for all these amazing dream matches is just there. And for the storylines that could happen, honestly, I mean, come on, the Ray Dominic Eddie storyline could have gone a whole different route, a whole other beast.
Could you imagine if Eddie was running the Judgment Day and taking his son back to be with him?
But that being said, bringing back Bray Wyatt to the Levesque barbecue, can you imagine?
Oh, I know. That's
respects the fuck out of that man. And he acknowledged how creative and inventive he was.
Yeah.
And he would let him have free reign. And he would be like, here's your character that you made, that you dreamt up and you made, run with it.
Oh, could you imagine Eddie
Oh,
Guerrero versus AJ
Guerrero versus
Styles?
Styles. My brain
Oh,
would explode.
wrestling boner, respectfully.
Oh my god, it would be amazing.
But yeah, I do see your point. I was gonna say I would say revive Bray because A, he was taken too soon,
Yes.
and B, he was taken before Triple H got into this position, and double down on everything that you had mentioned, where Triple H just had the utmost respect for that guy.
Absolutely.
And thought he was a genius, and thought that he was highly underutilized, and there was so much more that they could have done with him and the character and everything else. And so yeah, that would make me want to revive him, but my love for Eddie Guerrero won't let me do it.
I get that though. I get that because I really genuinely do love Eddie. Like I grew up loving him. I grew up watching him.
Adored.
I saw him. I grew up watching him in the Lucha Libre years. I saw him in WCW. Saw him in
Japan.
When he became champion. Fuck, my heart just exploded with joy and absolute delight. And I literally cried. And then he was gone.
I'll tell you, I've had some emotional moments in wrestling, but that night that Eddie beat Brock and became the WWE champion, I don't think I've ever been more emotional in my life.
Yeah,
at least over wrestling. Okay.
No, that was definitely up there. That was one of those up there moments.
And wrestling is some of the things that I get most emotional over because it's still real to me, damn it. It just is.
It's fucking wrestling, man. It's wrestling.
But yeah, that was quick. That was easy. That was me moments, folks. We'll maybe add that to our plethora of segments that we do. We have game time. We have would you rather. Maybe we'll get me moments in here every now and then. And from there, we're going to try and just go to Grandma's house and catch up a little bit on some of the stuff that has been happening lately. And as we do that, I
missed out on.
I do want to say, what's going on, Kayla, the Queen of Chaos from Outrage Control? Love you, girl. Hope everything is good. And our scumbag is in the chat, folks. Temple, evening, dickhead. Ring the fucking bell.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Mike.
Hey, what is going on, my guy?
All I had to do was bring Wendy back.
That's all you gotta do.
And that other guy. Love you too, bro. Love you too. But yeah, I think we should start out with some of these lead-ins to title matches, pay-per-views, feuds.
Yeah, catch me up on the important things I've missed real quick because I've been a little looped out, I'll be honest. I've kind of been like in and out watching some things, but not everything. Some days I turn on the wrestling, but I'm not paying attention. I'm distracted with crossword puzzles. What can I say?
She has ADHD,
That too. I meditate. Great to live by.
Right. So I'll try. So, and I think we got to jump immediately back to yesterday because this infuriated the living shit out of me.
Okay.
The last few weeks on SmackDown, since we talked about it, Logan Paul, becoming the next contender for Cody's championship.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Cody saying, well, that U.S. title is the only thing between me and becoming a grand champion or a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
So Nick Aldis announced, I think it was this week, that this match in Saudi would be title for title, and they would be signing the contract on Friday.
Okay.
So we get to the contract signing.
Yeah.
And Cody happily signs it. And then Logan, who has this whole entourage of dickheads behind him, including his lawyer, says he never agreed to defend his title. He's not going to defend his title. He rips up the contract and he grabs one that his lawyer had and puts it on the table and says, here, Cody, sign this. And Nick Aldis is clearly pissed. And Cody's like, no, I'll take care of this. You got a lot to handle. Go ahead. Go to the back.
I got this, homie.
And then all he does is sign the fucking contract Logan gave him.
Didn't even fucking read it?
I'm like, bro. I mean, yeah, his crew tries to attack him. Cody fights them off, throws Logan out of the ring, power bombs his little dickbag henchman through a table, that type of shit. It was fun. But why the hell would you pump this up and then get to the moment and then not have it happen.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, do you think they're just waiting for Saudi basically to make this official and let people hang on till the last minute?
I mean, I could see them doing that, especially now with the way things are being run. I could see that happening. I wonder if this is some weird tie-in with the whole Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing as well.
Well, that was mentioned.
Because he did bring it up. I don't know, man. I wonder. Now I'm wondering where they're going to go with it.
Right? I have no clue. I'm guessing because apparently what they're gonna do like they did for Backlash in France. They're gonna have Raw in the States, then everybody's gonna fly to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
they're gonna record SmackDown in Saudi for Friday, so they don't have like a 1 o'clock SmackDown, basically.
Yeah.
And then they'll do the pay-per-view the next day. So I'm guessing they're going to wait till that day before SmackDown to announce in front of the Saudi crowd that this is title for title, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of up Triple H's alley. He's the cerebral assassin, so he's mind fucking us. Okay.
I
But
could
at the same time,
see them announcing that, and then Logan Paul coming out with his lawyers and the scumbags and being like, you didn't even bother reading it. It's not Lo JK you thought. Told you I was what's standing in the way. And then fucking Cody over. And then Cody being so angry, he just like beats the shit out.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Bless you.
I'm just so allergic to Logan Paul's bullshit that
I know, right? I'm allergic to douche too. I had to take something before I even brought him up.
Whew, I should have done that because brains are scrambled. My goodness.
Fucking vinegar, man. My nose is still running.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he does. And he's like, Lo JK, you thought you didn't bother reading it. You only signed it. So I have an opportunity, but you get nothing. And then setting it up. So basically, there's no way in hell Cody can win. But somehow, magically, Cody gets the win.
There's always a way Cody can win because he's Cody.
There's no way he's losing.
And you know what, Kayla? Make that paper, boo-boo. Don't let it make you, okay? Just keep your head up. All right, Big Mike. He tries to watch AEW, but it still reminds him of Nitro, and he's waiting for Goldberg and Chavo to come out with a horse head? Holy shit. Did that happen?
I don't remember that happening, but okay.
Logan Paul is scared and a douche. I think you hit send too quick. You hit send on that comment too quick. You meant to put end a douche.
And a douche. Of course.
Cody is about as exciting as Jock is. All right, I'll let you have it. Everybody's got their own. Logan's afraid of having nightmares. Now that's more like.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't even got to that part yet. We'll get there.
Put a pin in it. We'll circle back around.
I love you, Temple. We're not there yet.
We'll circle back.
And no, Justin, I don't have an issue with him challenging for Cody's belt.
Yeah.
But the reason to involve the United States title is because A, Logan defends it less than Roman defended the WWE championship, and B, if Cody wins it, he becomes a Grand Slam champion. Like, there's your story, there's your reason, there's your everything.
Yes.
You know, they don't need to wait for Logan to drop the title. They need to get the title off of Logan because he never shows the fuck up with it.
This is unfortunately true.
And now the other slight side of SmackDown that had me scratching my head was we had Jade versus Nia Jax. It was technically it was a match, but it just kind of devolved into what became psychological warfare at a brawl.
Okay.
Because they locked up, they had a few moves. Nia threw Jade out of the ring, and there's Jade's child in the front row, just shouting like, come on, mama. And Nia turns around and says, your mama sucks. And Jade gets pissed off. it jumps on Nia, and they're fighting back and forth, and Jade like tosses her over the little announce section, and Nia comes back, grabs a chair, goes to hit her. Jade catches it, rips it out of her hand, and refs looking right at her. But at this point, Jade don't give no fucks because you attacked my baby, so blam!
You got my baby's face. I'm gonna go mama bear on
and
your
the
ass.
brawl would continue from there. Jade would end up kind of getting not face broken like Becky, but she would end up with a bloody nose.
Yeah.
And she would end up disqualified, meaning that Nia Jax will move on to the semifinals against Bianca Belair.
Okay.
And Jade goes home. And I'm like,
do she though? Because I could see her helping Bianca win.
I mean, I could too, but I just thought, like, why even do this? I think you guys were on with me around Christmas where people started talking about Nia and Jade at WrestleMania, and I was like, no, we do not need that. That match will suck out loud. We do not need that.
We want that like on the pre-show where like you can just ignore it because nobody wants Nia.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's what it is.
Yeah. And now I'll bring up Temple's comment. Jade versus Bianca is not a Saudi match. You can all stop with that narrative. Perfect way to keep Jade strong and perfect way to keep Nia Jax being the monster that she is.
Agreed.
I mean, I might have agreed if I didn't watch it because that shit sucked. That shit fed into all these trash-eating tribalistic motherfuckers that walk around talking about Jade can't wrestle.
1,000%. I'm like, she's still green, you guys. Like, of course. She's still winning.
Nia can't wrestle. What's her excuse? She's from a dynasty family. She's been in WWE.
She has no excuse. She's just trash.
She's been in WWE how long in these two terms? Like 6 some years, some shit like that.
I don't even know anymore.
Sometimes she still can't.
Trash. Like sometimes, you know how they say one man's trash is another man's treasure? Sometimes trash is just trash. And Nia's one of those. Like I'm sorry if you know what? I'm not sorry. It's my opinion. I'm not going to apologize for my opinion. Trash is trash. That's all there is to it.
The new Bloodline looks like the 2024 version of West Side Story.
We're just missing what's her name? I want to live in America.
America.
I need Nia Jax to do it.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Well, she's
hey, the chef is here.
Hey, hola, Brian.
It was weird. We're getting Jade and Nia, and we will give our predictions for all that later. But it was a little weird, and that's why I said, as much as I love what Triple H is doing, there's some of these moments where you're like, huh, really? Why?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, still getting our feet wet. Okay.
Like, all right, you're learning on the job, I guess. I don't know. And then, like on the opposite side, we had going in to SmackDown, we were going to have Tama Tonga versus L.A. Knight, and sorry, and before his match, L.A. Knight was getting interviewed, and Carmelo Hayes came in, and they started like jawing back and forth. L.A. Knight goes out and proceeds to get screwed because numbers game. We all know.
We all know.
It's a new bloodline, but it's not a new bloodline. They still do this shit. So Tama advances, and then when he comes back, there's Carmelo Hayes to talk shit again. Yada. And those two get in each other's face. They have to they talk some smack to get separated. Later on that night, poor Mello, as good as he looked, he lost to Randy Orton on one of them on one of a very amazing RKO out of nowhere type moments. So you couldn't even be mad, you know, like he was going for a springboard move and Randy just jumped up. Blah!
Like, psych.
But so yes, we will have Randy and Tama Tonga, but I feel like sometime in the near future, and I want to get your feelings on this, we will end up with LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. Is that a match you could live without, or is that one of those take my money now kind of thing?
Considering I haven't really seen Carmelo Hayes, like I haven't really been watching NXT. I only hear about him, and I hear decent things and good things about him. Leave it or take it or leave it. I honestly am mildly indifferent about it. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I gotta say, knowing Mello since he was damn near hooked to come on this show in our first year before he got signed to NXT, and knowing LA Knight like I do,
yeah,
that shit could really be an incredible match and feud. Like the way they can talk and the way they can build a story, that could be really good. And so I'm not like immediately like, just take my money, but like, I'm sitting here like, oh,
you'd be curious about the build up and what they do with that.
Oh, I want to know where this goes. Like, this is good. This shit right here, I'm with it, Levesque. I don't know what you were doing before.
If this were like the introduction for those who aren't familiar with Carmelo's work from NXT, if this is like an introductory kind of thing, I'd watch it. I would check it out. I would get with it, you know. And if it leads to something interesting as well. So yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm not take my money about it, but I am like, let me see this brew. Like, what is happening?
Right. Like, this is one of those things I'm going to be watching for. I'm going to be like, do we have this yet? What's going on with it? How are they building it? Oh, this looks promising. You know, like that's what I want out of my show.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about how many people watched it. I don't give a shit about the demographics. I want shit like that when I watch.
Like I'm tired of ratings being concerned. I just want us to concern ourselves with story.
I'm never giving a fuck. I just want to enjoy wrestling.
That's pretty much. Agreed.
That's that. You know, like
it's
there's a reason I've been saying it for almost 5 years, folks.
I don't care anymore.
Right. But oh man, we got tons of new comments. I'm really being unattentive.
We're getting into our conversation, so
going back to Jade, Justin says, not gonna lie, they kind of made Jade look incredibly stupid last night.
Very hot-headed.
Yeah. They made her look stupid, and they almost try to make it out on the other side like Nia was the new Triple H, like she knows how to play these mind games and get people off there.
It's like, no, stop trying to give her so much credit. Like,
you mean the same woman that was screaming about her hole? We're talking about the same woman, right? My hole. Remember the song? My hole. like really, it just wasn't a good look. It wasn't.
No, just keep Nia as she has been and always will be, a terrible wrestler.
Apparently.
We need Nia and Jade just like someone needs a damn root canal with no anesthetic. Amen, Brother Brian. A fucking men.
Amen to that, bro. Sorry, I had a little glitch.
Someone who has had the anesthetic wear off in the middle of a root canal, yeah, I agree.
While they were pulling my front teeth, the shit wore off.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were drilling in there, and I was just like, yep, this is happening. This is happening.
I'm not ready. Neither one of us were ready.
I was like, well, that happened. And my dental assistant was hungover, so he didn't notice it. I was just like, yep, this is happening.
Great.
But I agree.
Oh, come on, Henry. Come on. There we go. I'd rather watch Wendy back into a pineapple upside down cake.
Bake a pineapple upside down cake.
Oh, bake a pine. Okay, that makes sense. I thought he meant back into.
Joke's on you. I can't bake it for shit. So yeah,
he said bake. Okay, he said bake.
Joke's on y'all. I can't bake for shit. So that would be more entertaining.
Damn big ass fingers.
You need a
and Jordan, I really hope Nia doesn't win Queen.
Christ, I hope not.
Please no.
I hope it's a big humiliating loss for her.
Temple says, Mike, your hatred for Jade is better than my hatred for Joe Hendry. I don't know about that, man. Because if I want to get under your skin, all I have to do is go, I believe in Joe Hendry. Temple say his name is Joe Hendry.
I'm here for it. Oh my god. Tricks on you, Mike. I can neither bake nor twerk, so either way, you're gonna be laughing.
Joe Hendry is a pile of dookie that a tiger went pee-pee on.
Oh
You just
my.
became Temple's best friend, bro.
Apparently.
I'm not going to say that you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong. But at least the underlying theme of Raw and SmackDown,
Yep.
this King and Queen tournament, was they were making the new talent look good, even if they weren't winning. It was basically the Cody treatment in AEW. You know, like Carmelo Hayes looked damn good against Randy Orton. He got caught out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Tiffy had a tremendous match with Bianca and injured her knee, and still Bianca pulled it out on one leg. Like, it could have gone either way. And then go to Raw, and we had Dragunov versus Juicy Uzi 1, aka main event Jey Uso. Yeet. And hell of a match, absolutely brutal. And Jay pulled out the win by like the skin of his fucking teeth. And even afterwards, when Gunther came out, because he had already beaten Ilya Dragunov, and why are you doing this to me? Come on.
On my end, I don't know.
Come on.
Your end, things are just acting up.
Yeah, you gotta love it. It's fun. But as I was saying, so Gunther looks at Ilya Dragunov like, yeah, please don't hurt me. I'm gonna go check out this other guy that I'm fighting. Sorry about your luck, you know.
Sorry. Excuse me, sorry, my bad.
So of course we'll have Gunther versus Jay in the semifinals, and we're gonna get to those picks later. But I want to touch on something that De Niro talked about quite well the other day, and see what your feelings are on the situation.
Okay.
Main event Jey Uso. Is the man over or is he overrated?
Ooh, that is a great question. As a fan of him, I'm gonna say over. He's definitely getting those big pops. He's definitely doing some fun stuff. I think he is not overrated. I think he's just right rated.
Okay. So you're thinking he's rated.
Yes. Rated yeet.
I understand Jay's been getting a lot of opportunities lately, and there are people out there who think, you know, like, oh, well, somebody else should be in that spot, or he doesn't deserve it, or whatever. The problem with most of those people is when you say to them, all right, well, if Jay doesn't deserve it, who does?
You don't have an answer.
Crickets. Absolute fucking crickets. Honestly, it's the same reaction that I had live on Monday when Rhea got hurt and they had that battle royal to determine the next champ, and Becky won. There were so many people that we had never seen before in that live chat saying Becky shouldn't have won, and I was like, okay, then who should have won?
Yeah.
Crickets.
No response. No, nothing. Just
now, you know, De Niro and Captain Snug, I can't remember his full name, from Snug Wrestling, they had a great conversation about it, and they brought up, you know, maybe this person, but go back and watch it if you haven't seen it. I don't want to give too much away. I ain't giving what we can sell. but in my opinion, it's not like Jey Uso hasn't been built to this level.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he got put in a WrestleMania match with his brother. We had high expectations, and they fell absolutely short of them.
Yeah.
But since he has had incredible match after incredible match after like the title match with Damian Priest was an incredible match. The matches in the tournament itself leading up to this, incredible match. The match he already had with Gunther when Gunther was Intercontinental Champion was an incredible match, and I'm sure it's going to be just as good, if not better, the second time around in Saudi. So I can't say that he's overrated. I can't.
No.
Because they put him in a spot where it's like, okay, we're going to give you marquee matchups, and you're going to succeed, with the caveat of like pretty much or else, because he doesn't he isn't really, there's no guarantee that he keeps getting these matches or he stays in this spot.
That's true.
Like, I don't care who your fucking family is. You just got here to this spot and you've been in WWE for over a decade.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
in all honesty,
your cousin Roman got there and he was there less than
he
you.
was there less time.
Okay.
In all honesty, I think he definitely is very deserving of all these opportunities he's been getting, and he's been making the most of it. He hasn't just been slacking off with it. You know what I mean?
And I'll be honest, sometimes the yeets get on my nerves, but I enjoy it.
I'm very Pat McAfee about it. I'm just on my couch like, yes. Almost fell off the other day. It was quite scary.
I almost slapped Kathy doing this because she was sitting next to me during Raw. And almost just whack.
Oh, Lord.
But I think, again, yes, I'm kind of with you. I think he's right where he needs to be. I don't think he's... I don't think he's truly over, but that's not really for me to decide. That's for the powers that be at WWE to do. I certainly don't think he's overrated.
No.
I think he's gotten opportunities, and for the most part, he has shined in them.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened at WrestleMania. Maybe they should have given that match more time. Maybe it was just, stage fright for these dudes because they're literally in the biggest match of their career at WrestleMania. It happens.
That would have been good. Sorry, I just saw the Wrestling Truth. Jay should have beat Gunther at Mania to tell the story that he didn't need Roman and Jimmy anymore. And then you have Jay versus Jimmy at SummerSlam for the IC title to mean more. That would have been a good way to do
you know what? You could have probably done that and played it out through the big time pay-per-views. Like you could have had Jay versus Jimmy. And when Jay retained, you could have then parlayed that into like Jay versus Sammy down the line and just worked that story.
Yes.
But they went in a different direction, and Jay has done well with it outside of one match at WrestleMania. And, I guess the shit happens. Not everybody is HBK at WrestleMania,
That's true. Not everyone can be great like that, but I mean, I'll say this much about that match though, about Jay and Jimmy fighting each other. It wasn't half bad. It wasn't half good either, but it was what it was, and I kind of enjoyed myself.
You are probably the first person I've heard say you enjoyed yourself.
I think it's because it was like everything I wanted, like the Juicy Usos going up against each other. And was it the greatest thing? Was it everything I wanted? No, but it was a nice little slice of cake,
Yeah, and Justin,
I think it's because I didn't take it seriously. I took it at face value, and I was just like, well, all right, let's just have fun with this. Like, I just went into it to have fun with it,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you know what, Justin, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Like, they're criticizing because Jay's yet to win a title on his own. And, when the main thing is if he could stand on his own, this and that. I get that, but you're also describing somebody else I know pretty well. I'm just saying. For 2 years, they said the same shit about this man. So I think in short, there are some wrestling fans out there that are a little too fucking impatient and too quick to judge.
Yeah.
And Lord knows when it came to Cody, I was one of them. I wanted him to win at 39. I was mad as fuck. I was
definitely one of them.
A lot of people were one of them, but at least I was willing to give it a year and see what happened. Where Jay has been on this level for like 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months, man. Like, give him a minute, will you?
He'll get there.
HBK was not HBK 4 months after he came out of the Rockers. Okay.
Look, y'all. The Levisque barbecue has just begun. We're still, you gotta let the smoked meats get smoked. You gotta give things their due time. Everything will be ready when it's ready.
Right? You gotta let shit cook. You gotta let shit cook.
Ready. You can't rush the brisket because then you're stuck with something gross.
Yeah, I've literally been around people that do that, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So let's jump over to AEW for a minute.
Yep, let's do it. We're watching Collision now anyway, so...
Actually, wait, before we jump to AEW, there's a simple question coming from Raw, because once again, Becky will have to have to get into a give a title opportunity to Liv Morgan. This woman is still mid, right? It's not just me.
No, she's definitely fucking mid as
fuck. Mid Morgan. And this has got to be the 5th opportunity in 4 months for a title. It's like, can we please
Can she just stop now? Just
shoot.
go away.
Just go. Okay, now we can jump to AEW. See, I told you that one was going to be quick.
Let's do it.
We're going to do a little shit sheet reporting through AEW on 2 people. One that I know you were a huge fan of, and one that we are both a huge fan of. So we're going to start out with somebody who I know at least was your man crush at one point, and you are like the quintessential expert on this man. Like you were telling us about him before we ever even saw him. And that is Wardlow. And Wardlow's desire to leave AEW because he's not being properly used, according to him. In your expert opinion, Grandma, do you think that Wardlow could do well someplace else? If so, where? Yeah. Or is he being a little bit too cocky at this point?
Sorry, my cat's assaulting me. Winifred!
We're used to it by now.
She's like attacking my leg and it's making me nervous because it's my bad leg. Fuck. Winifred! Jesus
Christ. Goddamn devil!
I think no matter where he goes, though, he wouldn't be treated as like top tier material yet. Like he has a lot of work to do. I think not a lot of work. I don't want to say he has a lot of work to do, but I don't want to say he has to prove himself. But I don't see him higher than mid at this point in his career as some sort of like mid title champion. Like in AEW, I could see him holding what's the title that our father has? The patriarchy, the TNT.
The one that he had, TNT Championship. Yes.
Yeah. I could see him holding the TNT champion again. Yeah. I'm jumping in the bunker. Right?
Jesus Christ, Jeff. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Get out. No, like I think he's definitely hasn't really. I don't want to say that he hasn't proven that he can carry the weight of a major title yet, but I don't feel like he's there yet. Like he still needs some work. He still needs something.
He definitely needs something. And Wrestling Truth, I don't know about the girls you see at McDonald's, but Liv definitely reminds me of somebody I saw like outside of Hot Topic or at a food court at the mall back in the day.
Definitely Hot Topic. I could see Liv working at the Hot Topic.
Like she's kind of blonde, she's kind of hot, she's kind of dirty. I don't know. Maybe I'll get her number. Like
dirty.
I mean, you've seen Liv. She looks like she needs a bath.
She looks like she needs to be hosed down.
Right. She looks like she needs to be in that Shawshank scene where it's just, okay, get the delousing powder. Hose them down real quick. Okay, you're good. Here's your pillow and your blanket. Get to your cot.
Delousing Liz. Oh my god. Or Liv. Delousing Liv.
Get the powder and just say, watch me.
Yeah.
Well, it took us damn near 48 minutes to derail, boys and girls. I think that's pretty good for us. That's got to be a new record. Gotta be. Now, when it comes to Wardlow, the man in AEW did take some steps and improve from being basically MJF's personal servant to a mid-card champion.
Yeah.
And people did get into him at a point. Like everybody was chanting Wardlow like they'd chant Goldberg.
Yep.
The problem is eventually you've got to build something off that. Because people will stop chanting Wardlow, just like for a while they stopped chanting Goldberg. Nobody gave a fuck. And there was nothing else behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And when Wardlow got to that point where it was like, okay, what else you got? The answer seemed to be nothing. Like he just didn't, there was nothing there except for him complaining that people aren't paying attention to him. Well, people aren't paying attention to you because you got nothing.
And that gets kind of, I hate to say it gets kind of personality wise, like he hasn't shown us more than the flatness.
Sorry. I had to. That was
Oh my god, 1,000%.
yeah.
Like he hasn't really shown us much else with his personality. He hasn't shown us, like as a heel, all he's done is complain. Oh, they took my opportunities. It should have been me. There's always going to be that heel that's going to bitch and whine and bemoan. If it should have been you, do something about it.
Right.
Fucking interrupt all these title matches, involve yourself in them, and just start, throwing the around.
I'll be honest. We all know it works for some people.
It should have been me. It should have been me.
It works for some people, but you know what? Once you get past that point and you say, "Hey, like Dolph, Nick, whatever you want to call him, what else you got?" He will show you some shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is what has kept him. That is what has made him a world champion in WWE and now outside. That is what's made him a 20+ year vet of the wrestling industry that people actually are excited to see to this day.
Exactly.
And that's what Wardlow doesn't have.
I think Wardlow stable jumping as he's been doing isn't helping him either. Like I said, his thing, if he's going to be crying, why not me? What about me? Why am I not the champion? Then he should take that heel route, do something real nasty about it. Pick a title and just implement yourself into it. Just jam yourself into that story somehow. Fight for it and just be an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so for me, I don't know, Wardlow could go here, there, anywhere. But I think he's always going to have a certain cap. And that cap is like mid-card champion if you're lucky.
Yep.
If he's lucky, he'd go to WWE, be US champ.
Yep.
And
then it's like Justin said, definitely feel like Wardlow and WWE would sadly go down the Braun Strowman route. He'd have his moments early on, but then basically just be involved with random things.
Right.
And I feel like no matter where he went, that's what would happen. Send him to MLW, send him to NWA, send him to TNA, Impact, send him wherever. Put him out in Japan. He'll be a mid-carder at best. The random things.
Right? No, you're absolutely and to
dump the stable, step up with the heel shit, and be just real dirty about it.
Yeah, definitely. And to Justin's comparison, when you look at Braun Strowman, when he came in, like people were in awe of him. People were like, "Wow, this guy's crazy. He's a monster. He's this and that." And then eventually, when that got old, and we went, "All right, dude, what else you got?" All of a sudden, we heard choo-choo noises and nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more than Wardlow has, but not by much.
No, not really.
Not by much. So we're gonna move on to I think we've covered Wardlow, and God knows I've talked about Braun Strowman more than I wanted to. What are you laughing about?
No, I think I'm like boring people with Wardlow at this moment. Like let's move on.
No, you're fine.
Queen Naya, get out.
You're a lot better than my internet. You're so much better than my internet right now. What about me? What about Wardlow?
Yeah. Cry baby.
So
I hate that storyline. Last thought. In a general sense, I hate that storyline because it comes off as whiny when they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And they just cry, well, what about me? Why aren't I champion? Do something. If you don't like the road you're on, pave a new one, says Dolly Parton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
I agree, Temple.
I mean, you can, to a point, yes, Temple, but at the same time, Samoa Joe is not exactly a small dude. AEW seemed to book him well.
What are you talking about? Samoa Joe's so petite.
He's a
husky guy. For a Samoan, he's pretty petite.
Well, yeah, for a Samoan, because like the Watchman says, I know he's not here this week. The Watchman Samoan Watchman will literally tell you Samoans count their sizes in rolls. Like, yo, homie, I need about 5 rolls.
Oh my God, shut up.
Not my words. That's the words of a Samoan. Okay, I can't make this shit up.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just say it.
But I knew that was going to get Grandma talking. I hope this one gets her talking too, because we got to talk about Ricky Starks. Initially in AEW, it was said that he was injured, and now the reports are the injury is bogus, and he is sitting out because he wants to leave.
Okay.
And so the question about Ricky is the same that we have for Wardlow. Could Ricky go here, there, and anywhere and end up in a better spot than he's in an AEW? And if so, where?
I think he can definitely do better anywhere he goes. I would love to see him in Impact, and it would be interesting to see him make his way in WWE, because he's shown that he has charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent. He's able to do it all. And I mean, even if you're not a fan of his, even if you compare him to The Rock, these comparisons need to stop. It's who we grew up watching. All right. We grew up watching The Rock. We grew up watching Stone Cold. This is who we know. This is what we know. So of course, there's going to be some influences from these guys on today's wrestlers.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
because we're all millennials and Gen Zers of around the same age. In our 30s, 20s, and 30s. And this is
Speak for yourself.
I'm sorry, I forgot I'm talking to a grandpa over here.
Yeah, old guys. Yeah.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. These were the guys that we watched. So of course we're gonna have a little bit of that influence in us. And then, like he definitely has shown that he can go anywhere and everywhere.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'll put it in the same way I put it when we were talking about Damian Priest last week and the bisexual Undertaker thing came up. If you're gonna, I know it sounds funny, and I know some of the stuff they say about Ricky is funny, but if you're gonna compare any talent to The Rock or the Undertaker, I feel like if I'm that person, I'm just going, thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just mentioned my name with a fucking legend behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to be offended now? Like, I'm not, but am I supposed to be? Like,
right?
And for Ricky, I'll be honest. If you want something real funny, I want to see a remix of like when WWE was promoting the Muppets movie, and you had Beaker show up to talk to Sheamus.
Oh yeah.
I want to have that type of moment with Ricky Starks and The Rock.
Yes.
Just Rocky and Ricky.
Rocky and Ricky. It's the Rocky and Ricky show.
I would fucking laugh my ass off. It would be hilarious. It would probably be somewhat endearing. Make it happen, Lebesque.
To watch.
But I honestly, like, do I think he could go to WWE and become WWE champion? I don't know. I think he could easily come in and become world heavyweight champion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, relatively quickly. I'm not saying like same day, but give him like 4-6 months. And if he's the guy that ends up like knocking off Damian Priest, I could be like, okay, I see that. Like, yeah, that happened. That makes sense. That tracks. If he went to Impact, could I see him knocking off Moose? I don't know. Moose is a big dude, but I would hope. It would definitely be something I'd love to see if he goes to Impact. If he goes to TNA, I don't know why my brain is operating on 6-month outdated software. I apologize. I mentioned Edge, and all of a sudden my brain just reverts back to a time that's long gone.
Yes.
But if he goes to TNA, I don't know if he could beat Moose, but if he did, I'd be happy as fuck.
I could see him beating Moose. I could see that happening.
I'm surprised.
It would be one of those stories like major underdog stories of like, oh, everyone's doubting him. Moose is like, lol, bitch, you think you can do this? And everyone has their doubts. And then it's just like, that last minute push of adrenaline, and out of nowhere, boom, he wins it, Classic Rocky story.
Yeah.
But Rocky, I mean Balboa, classic Balboa story,
Yeah, like, that story. Not
underdog, yeah.
Not Dwayne, we're talking Balboa. Okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's Ricky, and this goes back to like what Temple was saying, and you were saying, about how it's harder to book big men. Well, then what the fuck happened to Ricky Starks in AEW? Like, if you were not going to push him in AEW as a champion, why did you not just slap the ROH title on him and let him run around Dynamite? it would have
Oh, he would be
worked
a
for
traitor.
both brands, for both companies beautifully, and you didn't
Absolutely.
fucking do it. Instead, you stick him next to Big Cass. I'm sorry,
Big
Big
Bill.
Bill, W. Morrissey, whatever the fuck he's calling himself now. Well, at least until he went to become Jericho's biggest lackey since the Big Show. But that's another story. You do all this dumb shit with him, and then you expect him to be happy. And when he's not, you literally look at him like, but why?
Yeah.
What the fuck you think?
I feel like, unfortunately, AEW's dropping the ball on too many talents. Like someone just said, what was it? Temple just mentioned Keith Lee and Miro. Granted, their injuries, there's a lot of injuries there, but even before the injuries, the potential stories, the things that could have been done with them, drop balls, just dropping everything.
There it is. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My internet is dropping everything, so I'm trying to hit a comment. And it's like, nope, I'm moving. Hey, you gotta be quicker than that.
AW maybe have booked Samoa Joe like the boss he is, but Keith Lee and Miro are in the back just collecting a paycheck for doing nothing at this point.
Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, Keith Lee still has like certain recovery things going on after having had the gnarliest bout of COVID, and Miro is a bit injury prone here in AEW for some reason. But
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. Even without all of that, like they are just hanging out and catering. I don't even think they're hanging out and catering.
yeah. I mean, Chef is saying that Ricky Starks would be a great foil for someone like Alex Hammerstone in TNA. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
See, the thing about Ricky is, I feel like Ricky Starks is the opposite of everything that Wardlow is. Like Wardlow's ceiling is like mid Carter because of his just demeanor, his persona.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky seems to be like that 5-tool type player. Like he can talk, he can fight, he can promote, he can sell, and he looks good doing it. And if you wanted to take that man and push him to the top of any promotion, I can't argue that. If you did it with Wardlow, I might be fucking mad.
Like Wardlow's a hammer. Like, great, you have this great bulky tool, and you can beat the shit out of somebody with it, and that's it. Ricky is the multi-tool, like you just said. You know, you have a little bit of everything, and you can do all the things, and it's great.
Yeah. It's like, oh, just pull out whatever you need. I got a screwdriver, I got a wrench on here, I got a knife, I got a bottle opener, I got a can opener. Like scissor tweezers, you name it. Yeah, Ricky's got it all. So it's not so that's why I was saying I don't really see it as AEW dropped the ball on a big man with Wardlow, because they got him to a level that he kind of squandered. Where Ricky, on the other hand, could pretty much do it all, and they just kind of stuck him in some shit scenarios.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if given the opportunity, I think he could succeed there or any fucking where, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of Ricky Starks. I always have been. And I mean, Brian's saying Hobbs, they kind of dropped the ball. You know what? They were working their way back up with Powerhouse, and it was going all right, and then he got hurt.
I think that's one of the problems that exists in AEW. There's too many, it's too easy to get injured there, and I'm wondering why.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's pro wrestling. You know, you can get hurt literally doing anything.
I mean, true.
Like Seth blew his knee out taking a step. You know, it unfortunately it happens, but it's like before that injury to Powerhouse Hobbs, the man was in the main event with Jon Moxley for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And that's a lot more you could say about Wardlow. And the reason for that is because Hobbs showed you more than that, because they brought him to that level at some point. And then they kind of threw him in some shit scenarios like Wardlow. But Hobbs just kept working and kept showing like, you can try and push me down, but I'm going to keep climbing back up. Where Wardlow, instead of doing the same, sat on his fucking tuffet and bitched.
Pretty much, yeah. Little Miss Muffet.
Yeah. And I'm afraid one of these days he's going to be eating crow, but that's.
But until then.
But that, my friends, is a story for another day.
Honestly, that's what I think he could do, though. Like, if he's going to be complaining about it, ditch the stable, do the lone wolf thing, and just implement yourself into these title matches. Just go in there and, like, even if it's like a title match on Dynamite, just TNT title or whatever title, go in there, boom, smash everybody, grab that mic and be like, and that's why I should be the champion, and then take that title and, like, I don't know, walk off with it or some shit.
You mean like Samoa Joe did when he beat Keith Lee, retained the ROH TV championship, and then dropped it and said, "I'm on to better things." Exactly. Forgive me for this, Grandma, and any other Wardlow fans out there, but I can't help but saying it. I'm afraid that Wardlow is going to end up, as bitter as he is, in the same type of situation that Ryback is now.
Yeah.
Where a long time ago, that man was supposedly hot shit, and now he sits around and bitches about the industry, and bitches about the wrestlers, and bitches about whatever. You know what he can't get? A fucking job anywhere.
All he does is just eat on social media and bitch. Eat and beat.
And bitch.
Eat and bitch.
Yeah. Feed me more so I can bitch. So, it's something we'll have to touch on later. Hopefully he can turn that shit around, because I do kind of like Wardlow, and B, I want to see him around and do well, because Grandma is so into him. Like, I knew as soon as I brought him up, she was never going to stop talking. That's exactly how the shit went down.
I don't know. I wish he was exciting again. He's kind of lackluster right now. He's very lackluster.
Yeah. Oh, Just, what is happening, homie? Get your podcast. Get your podcast. Go on, get your podcast. Love you, dude.
I'm here for it.
Hope you had a good time on Tuesday. Sorry I couldn't show up. By the time you had asked me, I was still in my car and didn't have internet. And I got home, saw your message, and I was like, "Oh, it's too late." Ray's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it, bro." We will work that out one of these days. But today, right now, right here, we are going to begin the very, very too soon predictions. Yeah.
Hooray for predictions.
What? Why am I even saying? You know why I'm saying it? When the clip is here, because my internet is for shit, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to scroll to find it. Oh wait, it did work.
Wonderful.
There we go. Congratulations, internet. I pay $70 more a month to be able to play one clip without my shit being frozen. You're awesome.
And it freezes anyways, motherfuck.
But I digress. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will have this one's a big one, because we've got to predict the semifinals before moving into the actual card. But I feel like we can just speed round this shit and get through it.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's roll through it. Let's do this.
Okay, so as I said, on the Raw side, men's King of the Ring, King of the Ring men, duh. We've got Jey Uso taking on Gunther. And then we have Tama Tonga versus Randy Orton. So, Grandma, who do you see winning those matches and advancing to the King of the Ring finals?
Okay. Now, I know what's expected of me is to say Jay and Tama, but, Swerve, what if Bloodline screws Jay, right? So then Gunther goes, and then Jay comes back around, screws Tama Tonga out of his win. Well, then we get Gunther versus Randy. Gunther wins, which would be awesome. The King General, I'm here for it. And that leads us to some more Bloodline bullshit over there. Whatever.
And then cue the Bloodline Civil War.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
I like it. It's very Who is Pepe Silva of you. You're just all over the place.
Who is Pepe Silva?
Exactly. It was good. I'm not gonna be as good. I'm gonna give you pretty much what I think is expected here. I think we're gonna get Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga in the finals, and the bloodline, the bloodline, I should say, the new guys. They're going to help Tama Tonga win, just like they did with LA Knight, just like they did in the first round. They're like, apparently Tama is like the new fill-in Roman. Every time I have a match, I gotta have my boys help. I mean, I guess it worked for him. Why not? Right?
Why not? Honestly,
At least it's being done for a guy who is new to WWE and new to the bloodline, that they're creating a story and a whole new clique around, really.
same old
So
bloodline bullshit though.
it does feel a little better than having a title involved for 13 some odd 100 days in the same fucking snorebag jerk. That's just my opinion. But I think in the end, we're going to have Tama Tonga as King of the Ring.
Okay.
I don't even hate to say it, but and I don't even hate to say that.
I'm not mad at it.
I believe that is Dirty Dango, the other half of Kango from Outrage Zone, saying the Notorious one and the Grandma one. Gonna be fun wrestling weekend next week. Yes,
It is. Mm-hmm,
yes, it will be. And by the way, if you don't know this, we're gonna have you covered all weekend long.
Mm-hmm.
You tune in Saturday, you'll get the King and Queen of the Ring watch along with Ivan and a slew of people. I can't make it for that one because I'm gonna have a crazy kid running around during the day, and that's just not gonna happen. But
I might pop in.
I'm sure Ivan would love to have you pop in on those guys. And then Sunday, I will be hosting the AEW Double or Nothing watch along with the chef and the crew of knuckleheads that you see here every weekend. Maybe we can get Grandma to pop in for that one too. You never know. But we will be here. Tune in, subscribe if you haven't. Jesus fucking Christ, we need it. And hit that like button. It does all this shit with the algorithms that I don't understand, but it just fucking works. So do it. Get us out there to the masses. To the masses. Damn it. Okay, so we've gotten through the Kings tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Queen of the Ring tournament we have on SmackDown, we'll have Bianca versus Nia.
Mm-hmm.
On the Raw side, we have Lyra Valkyria against Io Shirai. Io Sky. I'm so sorry. Again, outdated software, folks.
We need to update that. Ooh, this one's a little tough. I mean, storyline wise, because of the history, it makes sense to have it be Bianca versus Io to the finals. That's what makes the most sense to me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that's what it's going to be. I want to go with that. And
Yeah.
I agree, Temple. Queen of the Sky. Mwah. And then that leads us to further rivalry with Bailey, because it's like, not only am I the queen, but I'm coming back for my title, bitch. Are they still on the same? Are they still on the same show or?
Shit, no, they're not.
Oh,
Bailey is on SmackDown and Io is on Raw.
ooh, but that gives her a chance to be like, hey, Bailey may have my title over there, but there's another title I can get here.
And Damage Control has been fucking with Bailey a little bit. I mean, not Bailey, Becky a little bit. Becky, Becky.
Yep.
But there were too many B's and Y's.
Goes after Becky, gets that title, and she could be like, not only am I queen, but I'm queen champion. Show some respect.
Yeah. I mean, we already call Io the Queen of the Skies. This would just make it legit.
Solidified.
And like Temple had said earlier, Tama Tonga winning would be a repeat since Haku was already King of the Ring. And we all know, well, I don't know if we all know, but that's Daddy. So that would make a lot of sense too. And Nemesis says, that's right. You're damn right, that's right.
Yep.
Justin said, give all the likes, subscribes, and notifications of Frog Splash. Pretty please.
Yeah. Do it.
So yeah, we've got our Queen of the Ring picks in. I guess we can get to the actual card, which is
rolling. Yeah, let's get into this card.
Amazingly, 5 matches. That's
really?
it. 5 matches.
Okay.
And we probably just discussed one. We just discussed a couple with the King and Queen tournament final. So we got those out of the way.
Yeah.
And the next match, I suppose, would be the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn defending against Chad Gable and Big Bronson Reed. I don't know why they have to call him Big.
Because he's big. He's a big motherfucker.
I mean, Wendy sits here and calls herself a husky boy, but I don't sit here and introduce her as Big Grandma Wendy.
Yeah, why not? Like, because it's a big personality, you know.
Well, there is that too. That's why we all love her, but there is that. But who do you see winning this Intercontinental Championship triple threat?
Who'd you say was in it? Big Bronson?
Chad Gable and of course Sami Zayn defending his championship.
I kind of want Chad Gable to win it.
Mm.
I can see Sami retaining, but I want Chad to win it.
I was gonna say it.
Sami's retaining, but I want Chad.
Yeah, I know. Chad Gable's in the midst of a heel turn, and it's kind of intriguing. I don't know if they've kind of done that enough to get him the win in Saudi Arabia, but I kind of want to see it happen.
Sami's not going to lose in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but that's true. It's Sami. It's Saudi. He retains. Mansoor is not coming through that door, so the best you're going to get is Sami retaining in Saudi Arabia. You kind of convinced me with that last part. I wasn't thinking about that one. Thank you, Grandma.
I totally forgot that detail until you said Saudi, and I was like, ding.
And then our next matchup on the rundown is Becky Lynch defending her what do they call it? Her Women's World Championship. I can't remember which one's which anymore.
Whatever, her title.
Her title against Mid Morgan. Grandma, in what can only be described as her 67th second chance at Becky's championship, is there any chance that Mid pulls this off in the Middle East? I mean, can she put the Mid in Middle East is what I'm saying.
God, I hope not.
Boom.
Oh my God, I do not want her winning that because it would just be another boring title reign that should last all of 5 minutes. Because fucking A, bro.
Fucking A indeed. I mean, Jesus Christ. Even when she was talking on Monday about Becky, she just was like, you can't even talk. Why are you here? Oh my God. Did you see Becky? She's such a bitch. Like, really? This is what get the fuck off my television. God damn it.
Mid, even the promos are mid.
Becky is retaining, or I am not showing up for Dogging with Dom. I swear to God.
You will. You're just going to show up and sit there in silence for however long.
Yeah, somebody else better show up with me because I'm going to just sit there stewing and maybe talk shit from time to time.
Just out of nowhere. You're just going to randomly just shout out, Mid.
Oh, Justin, why are you breaking our hearts? We love you. Sorry, Dom, but the feeling like this is where Liv wins the title. Why?
I hope not.
Why? Do you remember that last run? Because I do. And I wish I didn't, but I do.
Agreed.
Oh, man. Oh, ew. Yeah, let's move on from that one.
I'm gonna put a post in the group chat, in the TRWT group on the Facebooks. Things I'd rather do than watch Liv Morgan win the title. And then you tell me. Get creative with it, folks. Get creative with it. What else would you like to do?
I'd rather sit on a pineapple. That one just came to mind and I just couldn't help myself. And amazingly, after talking about that match, at least this one's kind of an upgrade because the opponent is only semi-douchey. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul in what I believe should be title for title, but isn't yet. So, 2 questions. One, again, do we see this becoming title for title? And of course, who wins? Grandma, what you got?
I think, okay, here we go. Like I said, Like I said,
She said,
I literally posted it. What would you rather do to watch Mid Morgan win the women's? Oh, I'm sorry. Hashtag Mid Morgan. I think okay. It's gonna. Cody's going into it thinking it's title for title because he didn't read the contract, did he? He just signed it willy nilly, all crazy. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay. So he signed it willy nilly, all crazy. Didn't really read it. He's gonna get to the match. He's gonna fight his heart out. He's gonna paint the ring with fucking Logan Paul's stupid fucking face, right? Because he's got that face on his face.
White Logan's blood all over the Prime bottle.
Exactly. And then it's gonna be a pin, 1, 2, 3, clean, beautiful, yay. He's gonna be like, fuck yeah, motherfuckers, I'm champion. Logan Paul's gonna come out of a stupor. His attorney's gonna show up and be like, Lo JK, you thought it's actually your title that was on the line, but you didn't read it, so you didn't know it. You don't win dick. And Logan Paul, once again, is in your way of winning that title. And then Cody's just gonna keep doing whatever.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen. Cody's gonna win. He's gonna win the match, but he won't win the title. He's gonna get fucked over.
Very who is Pepe moments from Grandma Wendy, and who is Pepe Silva? Who?
That's what this episode is. It's just
I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And I know, folks, if you watch me enough, you want me to say it. You want me to say that Cody is going to win, and Cody is going to become the champion, and Cody is going to become a Grand Slam champion, and all that. And I hate to disappoint you. I really do hate to disappoint you, but that's exactly what I'm going to fucking say. This match is going to be for both titles. You are going to see a champ, and that champ is going to be the American Nightmare, Cody fucking Rhodes.
Logan Paul's going to serve us. Or we're going to think he's going to win the title, and then Monday's going to come around, and he's going to be like, Lo JK, you thought, give me my title back. Thank you. That's how it's going to go down. No matter whether it's the day of or the following show, he's going to be heartbroken. We're all going to be heartbroken because we're all going to get the news that it wasn't so.
Now, I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying I like him or anything. All I'm saying is, to be fair, at least Logan Paul knows he's mid, so he keeps a mid-card championship.
Damn.
As opposed to this other woman who thinks she's some shit, but we all know she's mid. And the biggest similarity between the two is neither one of them should talk on national television.
Just saying.
That shit mid-ring from Logan Paul on Friday made me want to gouge off, made me want to rip off my own ears. Like, maybe I won't hear it, but just yeah, granted, I could have put the TV on mute, but I wasn't thinking. I was just in my feels. I was in my feels. I didn't do it. Look, I still have ears. Okay, they're big, they're stupid, they're here. You know what else is here, boys and girls?
Huh?
You know what else is here?
What else is here?
As soon as I can scroll again, because my internet's great. I'm glad they're charging me $75 more a month.
Hooray for that.
You can suck a cock's internet. You know what else is here?
What else is here?
More predictions, boys and girls. Yes.
You have like the Logan Paul of internet providers, man.
I really do. I really do. And they tease me with fiber optic cable down the street rolled up. Like, one day we'll come in and put this. We'll come in and install this, but that won't be today.
Teach us if you ain't gonna please us.
Yeah, it's one of those LOL JK you thought moments from my cable provider. It's like, fuck you. But anyway, prediction.
Wonderful.
Because of course, Double or Nothing is the next night, and we will not be back next weekend because reasons like the watch-alongs and that sort of thing. So, making way for our fellow network people to do their thing as well. So we're going to give you our predictions now.
Let's do it.
Nobody else is doing this now. You know where you get this now? Right here at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Okay, boys and girls?
Right now.
Exactly. And right here, right now, we should start. I guess. Why don't we start with the international title match? Roderick Strong defending his championship against Will Ospreay. And if you want to know the story behind this, there really fucking isn't one. I will readily admit this. But it still should be a pretty damn banger of a match.
I mean, yeah.
So, Grandma, between Roddy and Kermit the Frog on leg day, who you got?
You leave my boy alone. Come on now.
I love Will Ospreay. He killed me with that. Jesus Christ, Temple, can we get to that match before you start calling Jack Perry the GOAT? I'm aware that's how you feel.
So this was hard because they both have the numbers game to their advantage when you think about it.
Right.
Because he's got Don Callis. As much as we hate Don Callis, but he's got Don Callis in the family. Will Ospreay does in his corner. Could potentially have them. Let me rephrase that. Could potentially have them in his corner.
Right.
I want Will Ospreay to win it, but I don't know if he will. I have my doubts, but I am keeping my fingers and my toes crossed for him.
Well, then you're gonna like my response to this because nothing against Roddy. I've always loved that man.
I love Roddy. Oh my God, he's brilliant.
He's a tremendous all-around professional wrestler. But sir, you're doing nothing with that title. And Will Ospreay is one of the hottest commodities in all of pro wrestling. He is beating you at Double or Nothing. Mm-hmm. He is your new international champion. And that is just the start of what will be probably many different title reigns for Will Ospreay. And I'm sure Roddy will bounce back. Maybe he'll go after the TNT title or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But I think this is Ospreay's match to basically lose. Like if he does lose, I will be shocked.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, completely shocked.
I will
and not shock the system because that is over. I'll be shocked.
I will definitely be shook.
Yeah, even just say at this point, get the international championship on Ospreay and put the United Kingdom in the great and put Undisputed Kingdom in the great. I thought you were talking about the United Kingdom, like where you can't. Never mind. I read that wrong. Dyslexia reared its ugly head. My bad. Even Justice saying Perry's not a goat, he's a jackass.
Yes.
He's some kind of barnyard animal, at least. I mean, you guys are in the same family.
We got that going for us. He's an animal of some
and so that was match 1 of what appears to be 8.
Okay.
Including Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy. Didn't we already do this?
I thought so. I don't know. Why did my face do that? I don't know.
Cause you're as shocked as I am. Like, why? What? But okay, I'll be honest here. I think Trent has to win this match because if not, what the fuck did I do with him? You know, like Orange Cassidy can take an L because he's freshly squeezed. He's a 2-time, long reigning, international champion. Yeah, and but I mean, he's a big deal. Trent just got out on his own. It just got the Callis family interested in him, which I think is what causes him to win. And if he doesn't, I don't know what the fuck you do with him. So I guess I'm going with Trent by default.
I almost just want to throw this on the pre-show and not deal with it.
I'm sure it probably will be. I mean, it doesn't say here on AEW's website what's pre-show, what isn't. But this feels like a 0-hour match to me.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I really
don't care.
I really don't. I get, like I said, I'm picking Trent by default, but I don't care. Okay.
Whoever wins. Good for them.
And so another match that I feel like it's star-studded, but it might end up on 0 hour is we are having an IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match where Jon Moxley faces Konosuke Takeshita.
Interesting. Okay.
And of course, if Takeshita wins, then he gets a title shot down the road. If he loses, he's eliminated.
Mhm.
That's extremely interesting.
That is.
And Temple has said that Takeshita will beat Moxley, and the rematch will happen at Forbidden Door, and they'll
Yes.
throw Yoda in there from New Japan.
I like
And
this idea.
I do enjoy that idea.
I
Temple.
want that.
But you
Gives
know,
us that. Num 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 nums.
that would be good down the line. But let's try to focus on Double or Nothing here. Grandma, who you got?
Takeshita. I'm gonna go with Takeshita. Moxley doesn't need the win. Let's be real. He's Moxley. He doesn't need the win. Takeshita could definitely do with it. I'm gonna give it to Takeshita.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, and like I said, you know, with whether it be with Trent or whoever, you know, we talked about it with Ospreay, the numbers game here, because the Callis family is kind of a united front. Where if you've been watching the BCC lately, they barely hang out with each other anymore.
Yeah,
like. You know, Danielson's out having dream matches and getting involved with guys that he can't find because they're his bosses, and Claudio is having banger matches with guys that people probably aren't watching. Yuta is injured, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So there is that, but they just seem to be like, you know, kind of going their separate ways. Where when it comes to like Takeshita and a good bit of that family, they're like this. So between that and between add that to the fact that Takeshita is a hell of a fucking wrestler and tough as fucking nails. I think he beats John Moxley, and I think maybe we do get something like that at Forbidden Door Temple. I really do, and I would love to see it. I know a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people are talking about like, oh, you know, New Japan doesn't have anybody to watch. If you've seen Yoda, they got somebody to watch. That dude is fucking incredible. And if you don't know, go watch. Just try it. Just go watch.
And if you don't know, well, now you know.
All right. So from there, let's move into the TNT title match, which is now a barbed wire steel cage match. Adam Copeland defending against Malachi Black. And this is probably something that I forgot to catch you up on, because the House of Black has been tormenting Adam Copeland for weeks.
Okay.
He has given every one of them a shot. Like first it was Buddy Matthews, Buddy Matthews, who he beat in a knockdown drag out match, and then everybody else comes out, kicks his ass. Then he had a no holds barred match against Brody King, where he damn near got killed, but he did retain. And then the House of Black came out. Kyle O'Reilly got involved. That led to a match between Copeland and Kyle O'Reilly.
Okay. And
this is all leading up to this match, a barbed wire steel cage match, which just has my inner bingo hall kid doing backflips.
Yay.
Now we're talking.
Right up my alley.
Where he's finally defending against Malachi Black, but after basically taking a beating for the last 4 to 6 weeks from the House of Black in general, including Malachi. So Grandma, do you see Malachi Black winning what would be his first singles championship in AEW in this barbed wire steel cage, or does Adam Copeland find a way to retain after having the shit kicked out of him for weeks?
I need Malachi Black to win this. I don't just want it, I need it. And I need him to retain it for a while. And I need them to be like nasty, dirty heel champions with it. I say they because it's, you know, the whole House of Black. They're going to have it. This is the House of Black title.
The House of Black title.
They're
going to change it from TNT to HOB.
HOB title now. And I desperately need Malachi Black to win this. And for them to just be even worse about it, and for fucking Malachi Black to just dominate with it for a while. So my vote is for Malachi Black, because the house always wins.
Fair enough. Also true. Before I say anything, let me go back to these comments, because we're getting blown up.
We're getting
Trent versus Orange couldn't give a single fuck. We're with you, Temple. Right here.
Not give any, not even a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fuck.
If we're a trio, we're Grandma's Underground Psychos. Ring the bell.
Right here. Fuck it.
And he also said Will Ospreay doesn't need to tell stories. He tells stories in the ring, bruv. Facts.
Yes.
Facts. I'm just saying AEW will still do that from time to time. Here's a match with no fucking story whatsoever.
Mhm.
Enjoy. And you tend to. I'm not saying you don't, but it happens. Let's see. Justin says, I have a feeling Mox wins and they just move on. Oh, that'd be sad.
That would
That'd be
suck.
really sad. He also said Malachi wins or I riot.
I riot with you. We riot together.
Now,
We do
folks,
a Philly style 2-person riot.
let me give a PSA. If you're going to riot in your own house, grab things that aren't going to do damage, like this motherfucking napkin, this goddamn sock. Because remember, it's your shit. Okay. Anything you break, you got to replace on Monday.
That's true. That's true. Don't break your TVs.
I speak from experience. Okay.
Oh. Well, I mean, to be fair, you are from Philly, so
Yeah, I get a little psycho. I don't know what to say.
what's his name?
But when it comes to this match, don't get me wrong. I love Adam Copeland. I do. I love Adam Copeland in AEW. I think he's been great for them. He has done everything that Phil Brooks said he was going to. He was going to set it. Adam has settled all the scores. He has put over young talent. He has stayed in the mid card. He has done everything that he has been asked to do, and he's done it well. But God damn it, it's Malachi Black's time, y'all. It's Malachi Black's time. Okay? And you can thumb that down all you want. I don't give a fuck. It's Malachi Black's time. He has been in AEW, and from the moment he showed up, he shocked that place. And from there, it was like, yeah, House of Black won the trios titles, and they got involved in some marquee matchups and that sort of thing. But here we are, a couple years later, Cody Rhodes is in another promotion with a world title, and he's still sitting here with nothing.
He's overdue, man.
This is the dude that damn near retired Cody Rhodes in AEW. And you're right. Sorry, my internet fucked up when you started talking. But you're right. Please, if you want to continue.
No. Like you're. I agree 1,000% with what you're saying. Malachi Black is long overdue a title. Like, let's just fucking give him this already. Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, see, Brian, you get it. This fucking water bottle.
That's exactly how you riot. 1,000% how you riot. Y'all take notes. Take notes, students. It will be on the.
I am with you. I'm with Justin. I'm with Temple. Like it has to be Malachi Black at this point. Yeah, what do you say? I love Adam Black. I love Adam as well, even though he blocked me. But for the love of wrestling, do better with the House of Black.
Do better.
First of all, you're right, and secondly, I don't know how you get blocked by Adam Copeland.
You're gonna have to come on and tell us the story, Justin, because I need to know.
I don't know how that happens. I have said a lot of shit. The only wrestler that has blocked me in the entire industry is Braun Strowman.
I don't think I've been blocked by anyone. I don't know. I'd have to look.
And that's because somebody asked about his career on social media, and I said, he started out really well, and then as things progressed, it kind of got meh.
Oh, you weren't even that. You were.
I wasn't even that mean, and he blocked me. I could have said so much worse. I think I did on this show, but yeah, he blocked me for that. It's like, okay, dude, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was being honest.
Well. Who needs that big mid bastard when you have matches like these, including, let's see, what do we have left?
What do you got next?
Let's do, why not? Let's do the TBS Championship, the match that closed out Dynamite with a contract signing. Willow Nightingale, who we know and we love, defending her TBS championship against the debuting Mercedes Moné, who Willow almost took out of wrestling in Japan.
Oh, dude, when she was like,
and we love you too, Pipe. Sorry.
Hey, wow, miss you, bud. By the way, when they were doing that contract signing and Willow was like, I walked out of that ring champion. You didn't even walk out. I was like, damn, you didn't even walk. I was like, oh my god,
Where it was like, oh
bitch
shit.
went there.
It was like that moment when you looked at Bruce and asked him like how far he took MJF's dick on a weekly basis, and it's like
I was like, oh my god.
it was like we were all thinking it. She said it. You know what? That's gonna be the flashback clip leading into the stream next week. Stay tuned, or next time. Stay tuned, folks.
There, y'all. She did it with like her whole ass chest. She said it with her whole ass chest. You know what? Willow's retaining the title. Fuck what you heard.
Yeah. And I think I don't know if he brought it up in one of our chats or one of the network chats, but Pepsi Phil said it, and I tend to agree. As much as I love Mercedes Moné, regardless of what promotion, what name she has, whatever, she's never seemed to be able to cut a decent fucking promo.
No.
Like, she's a tremendous talent. Tremendous talent. She can put together a tremendous look. She has never really been able to talk. Like, she just kind of makes you sit there and go, "What, is that all you got?" Like, this woman almost ended your career. This is all you got.
Can I just say though, I love that her gimmick's the same thing. It's just a different name, but it's literally the exact same thing. Oh, I'm the boss. Oh, I'm the CEO.
She even does the same dance and twerk and everything on the way.
When she walks out, I'm just like, so we're just gonna do literally the same thing. We're not gonna try.
Mercedes is a classic example of the old adage: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, and she just kept it. She was like, you know what?
You know what else?
What?
You know what else it reminds me of, Grandma? If you remember in Coming to America, the whole thing where a dude's sitting outside with a key at the restaurant, and he goes, "They're McDonald's. We're McDowell's. They have the golden arches. We have the golden arcs." That's
literally
the boss compared to the CEO. No, see, that was the boss. I'm the CEO.
I'm the CEO.
that was Sasha Banks. I'm Mercedes Money.
Oh, that is true.
It's fucking true. It's hilarious because it's true. It just popped into my head when we were talking about it.
Best analogy. Oh my god, yes. CEO can't elevate out.
Yes.
Yep. True.
Oh, she's McDowell's. They're McDonald's. Sorry. But when it comes to
literally what it is.
Whew, sorry. Let me get the tears out of my eyes. Just your reaction to it. I didn't know if it was going to be good, and then I saw your
Best
face.
Analogy ever.
And that killed me. I'm glad I said it. But to get to this match, I know there are a lot of people out there that are saying, "Oh, Mercedes shouldn't win a title in her first match. She shouldn't debut." Well, don't worry, because she's not gonna. Okay, It's gonna be a tremendous match, and I'm sure Mercedes will prove that she can still go, which is something that she's never had a problem with. She might not be able to change a gimmick, and she might not be able to talk, but damn it, if that woman can't wrestle, and she's gonna prove that at Double or Nothing.
I remind y'all the match she had with Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 38 or something like that?
Yeah, in the main event.
38. Yeah, that was a legitimately amazing match. I will never take that away from her.
And I'm not saying Willow Nightingale is on that same level, but I get that. I get those kind of vibes out of this match. Because even Bianca holding a title, she still had something to prove. And Mercedes was that stepping stone to get her to another level. And Willow is now in that spot where, like, yeah, she has this title and she's done amazing things since winning it. But with Mercedes coming in, even though she already beat her, she still has something to prove.
Yep.
And beating this woman at a nationally televised American pay-per-view, I'm sorry, Japan, I'm gonna put it that way, will legitimize her and take her to another level the way it did for Bianca Belair.
Yep.
And that's why I think she will beat Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing.
So
for all of you complaining, it ain't gonna happen. Don't worry.
Honestly, I feel, in my humblest of humble opinions, I feel like Moné doesn't need a title. Like, she's a no name.
Don't.
She's a household name. She doesn't need a title. If she wants one, great. Put her in all those title matches. But she doesn't need it. She's fucking Mercedes Moné. She's the CEO.
Right?
You all know who the fuck she is.
She can be who she is and a tremendous ambassador for AEW in multiple circles, including the entertainment industry, without having a mid-card championship.
Exactly.
But for Willow, it means the world because Willow is on that trajectory and Mercedes is just on a comeback trail.
Yep.
So there's another reason Willow retains. And if I'm wrong, I will come back here and I will apologize. But I am the greatest prediction champ in podcast history for a reason. So there is that. I'm just putting that out there as well.
Just saying.
All right. So we covered that. Oh, well, of course, we have to cover the AEW Women's World Championship.
That's what you cannot forget my timeless Tony Storm.
No, of course not. I mean, your timeless Tony Storm is defending against kind of your Serena Deeb.
She's a fellow Nova girl.
Right?
But she went to a rival high school, so timeless Tony Storm for the win.
Don't get me wrong. This build. I'm not saying it was great, but it was definitely emotional listening to Serena Deeb talk about her comeback and her seizure problems that she had out of nowhere that forced her out of a ring and into treatment and everything else. Mm-hmm. Having a son with a seizure disorder, that kind of, hit me in the feels. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then to see her drop Tony Storm on the ramp like Debo did Red and Friday after telling everybody this is what happened. I went from like verge of tears to like, yeah, girl, you do that shit. Fuck seizures. Do it.
Do it.
And so I will say, I'm happy you're okay, Serena.
Oh, 1,000. Like, I'll be honest, it makes me so happy to see her back in the ring. Like, I actually enjoy watching her. I always have.
I always love watching her, but to hear that story, to see her doing these things, like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's where the happy feels end, because I'm pretty sure Timeless Tony Storm is going to beat you.
Y'all, chin, tits, shoot. Watch out.
And by the way, folks, if you did stick your chin up and your tits out and wrenched your back, you know who you call, right? Pepsi Phil Hathaway Esquire. That's 1-900 Mussolini. $3.99 consultation fee, and a free can of Pepsi. Pepsi Phil does not guarantee what flavor of Pepsi you will receive. Call today. Money's on the way. Call Pepsi Phil today. All right, sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh, I forgot you hadn't seen that. Yeah, welcome into what we've been doing while you were gone.
Oh my god! And with that, I'm all caught up on life. That's all I needed.
Ivan wants to cut a series of commercials for Pepsi Phil Hathaway Esquire.
We need
to get Pepsi to do the pantomime thing, like the old scumbag lawyer commercials, like, call me, I will fight for you.
1,000% yes. Oh
it's gonna be amazing. But as will be Timeless Tony Storm against Serena Deeb, because they're both tremendous athletes, and I'm sure it's gonna be a hell of a match.
Oh my god!
But Timeless Tony Storm will win. So now we are down to at least what you think would be, if anything, a double main event, starting with Anarchy in the Arena. We have the Elite, which is, of course, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. I love that man.
Love it.
Temple's GOAT, Jack Perry. And as Ivan calls them, Ren and Stimpy, I call them Rod and Todd. I also call them Generation Me VPs, the Young Bucks.
Rod and Todd, shut up.
Rod and Todd, man, just consistency. Shut up, Flanders. And they will now be fighting. Well, it's Bryan Danielson, FTR, and since Eddie was jumped by the Bucks in Japan and is now injured, stepping in for him will be none other than Darby Allin and Jesus Christ. And was I on like cough medicine or something? Didn't I hear that Darby got hit by a fucking bus like 2 months ago? How the hell is this man moving?
Yeah, I thought he broke his foot, didn't he?
He broke his foot first.
Okay.
And that was when he lost to Jay White.
Okay.
And he was supposed to go and recover and climb Mount Everest. And then he couldn't because he had broke his foot. But then shortly after that, like a month or two ago, he was on his way to a Broadway show and got hit by a bus.
How the fuck do you get hit by a whole ass fucking bus?
And apparently, because Ed was in the chat, great guy, and he said after being hit by a bus, Darby actually went and attended the Broadway show.
The fuck?
And it took 3 people to convince him to go get treatment.
The fuck is wrong with him?
I honestly.
What was that reaction though, stupid bitch?
I was kind of shocked by it, but I didn't know if I should laugh or say something. I was
You're such a stupid bitch. What the fuck, bro?
You know it's a fucked up comment when somebody like me will go.
You literally just got hit by a whole ass motherfucking bus.
And you're just walking to a Broadway show.
It's not like someone ran into you in their little scooter. A whole ass goddamn bus.
I'll go get treated later. I gotta see cats.
And it was a city bus. Okay. City buses are fucking ridiculous.
Right.
That's what you got hit with. And you're just like, I'm good to go. No, my dude, you was not good to go. You were good to go to the ER, maybe.
Right. You were good to go to the back of the ambulance to get rushed to it, but you're not good to go see Cats or West Side Story or whatever the fuck you were going into.
Go see. Book
I swear, Darby Allin is like the Kenny of South Park in real life. You kill him every week, and the following week he's back. You're like, how the fuck does this happen?
You killed Darby, you bastards!
You bastards!
Right back into it all over again. Como si nada, just right back into it like it's nothing.
Oh please, I know we're not there, but you can always gush over Cody. You can always, especially when the American Nightmare of Podcasting is in the house. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Oh God, Brian going on about fuck JG Wentworth, Progressive, Leonard and Rowe. I'm saving money with the real man of genius. Root beer float, cream soda, Pepsi Fill.
Pepsi Fill for the win.
Lady Temple, so good to see you. I'm hoping Serena Deeb shows out against Toni Storm, but Toni wins here. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I think Serena should defeat Athena. Wow, yeah. And that would be a big deal because Athena has had that humongously long ROH women's title reign that nobody gets to watch because we got to pay.
Unfortunately. Oh,
God. Serena versus Deanna in a pure rules match.
Take my money. Take it. Take my money.
Here's my wallet. Take as much as you'd like. Will you take an almost 13-year-old kid?
I have 2 cats. No, I can't give my babies up. Plus, they were like adopted, so you're not gonna get much out of them.
I give my baby up. No, I couldn't. I couldn't give up Little Psycho. I love that son of a bitch too much.
I love what Justin said.
The broken foot was a sign from God to prevent him from climbing Everest. The bus hitting him was the backup plan if the broken foot didn't stop
it. I was like, well, plan A didn't work.
Oh, Redeemer. Oh, Redeemer. That comment was game over.
Gold.
So who do we see winning this Anarchy in the Arena match? The Elite or this hodgepodge of talent that can't stand them?
I think the hodgepodge.
Really?
Definitely the hodgepodge, yes.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's FTR is in the mix, and I just morally I can't go against FTR. Like, there's just something about Dax's mustache that I'm like, I can't go against that stash, man. Like,
I mean, It is kind of a sexy mustache. I will
It is a
readily admit
16
that.
point stash.
I am comfortable enough in my manhood to say that mustache is kind of fucking sexy. Like mine's not bad. His is
I
better.
admire it.
His is better.
Stash she has.
Like Bruce has the majestic beard. He has the majestic stash. And so yeah, I agree with. Here's the thing. I see the Elite winning this because I think this is the time where Hangman Page comes back and rejoins the Elite and helps them win.
Okay, interesting.
Because if you recall, when the Bucks first came out and introduced Kazuchika Okada, they said they had fired Kenny from the Elite, but they had only suspended Hangman. And Hangman was quite the dick before being suspended. So he would fit the Elite perfectly, and it would mean, because shortly after this, we are going to be getting Blood and Guts, right?
True.
So why not run this back with Blood and Guts and add Hangman to it and maybe put somebody like Swerve on the other side, since the Elite has been fucking with him ever since he won that title.
Okay.
So for those reasons, for kind of almost Pepe Silva reasons, I see the Elite winning this one because I think it's going to play into future events.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I can fucks with that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Temple's right there again. Underground Psycho. Heel Hangman. Magnum or Hangman TA returns a Double or Nothing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And another thing that's gonna be good that I've really enjoyed the build to will be this AEW title match where Swerve Strickland defends his world title in whose house?
Swerve's house.
You damn Skippy. Against everybody's favorite father, Christian Cage.
Your father. Our father.
Our father. Our father who art in AEW. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And right.
In the ring as it is backstage.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, that works.
I'm a fan of Cage's crazy patriarchy gimmick. But I'm not ready for Swerve to give it up yet. So he's not losing this one.
No, I don't think anybody is ready for him to give it up. And he would be a total transitional champion if he did. And then it would just put yet another title on Christian, which is, I mean, it's fine, but it's also not at Swerve's expense. I will say that I love the way they built this.
Oh, yeah.
The way Christian has come out and said, you embarrassed my son. Even last week on Dynamite, when it looked like Swerve was finally getting some revenge and beat up Brian Cage and busted his arm up and everything. Here comes Christian and Nick Wayne and I'm going to call him Luchasaurus because that other name is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no, he's Luchasaurus.
And they beat Swerve down, and then Luchasaurus picks up Swerve, and Nick Wayne holds up a picture in a glass frame of Swerve and his family.
Yep.
And just cracks it over Swerve's head. Like, bust the glass, busts him open. And then Christian picks up the photo, and they drape Swerve over the ropes. And Christian just rubs the photo all over Swerve's head. It gets his blood all over it. He's like, this is what you get for messing with my boy. I'm like, so I'm not saying he's going to win, but damn it if the story hasn't been good.
A good match.
They have put Swerve through more adversity since winning this title than Cody had in 2 fucking years. And that's going to make this win and the payoff from it feel even better when it happens. There is little to no chance that they take Swerve out of, or they take this title away from Swerve.
No.
Little to fucking none.
Not yet. It's going to be an all-out brawl, that's for fucking sure. And they're going to get their pound of flesh from that man, but they're not.
Temple, I will give you credit where credit is due because you did call Darby, and I was like, dude, Darby can't be back. He got hit by a fucking bus.
Whole ass goddamn bus.
Hey, I'm a 22-time champion because I lost 21 times, but I came back and won again.
There you go.
You got to be in it to win it. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. That's it. You know.
Oh, dude, run your errands. Live your life, man. It's fine.
We're
That's
here.
the joy. That's the joy of the YouTube, bro. You can go back and watch this shit whenever because it's gonna be right here on the Circle of Debate.
To answer Lady Temple's question, it
Oh,
doesn't
that's
matter.
good.
If I met Mother Wayne, all I would say is uppies, uppies, mommy, uppies, uppies,
Right? Will you be my mama?
mommy, uppies.
My
God damn,
Lord.
Mother Wayne.
The Mother Wayne should be sponsored by CougarLife.com. Respectfully.
Mother Wayne, Mother Wayne.
Mother Wayne. Whoo, did it get hot in here?
Hello, Mother Wayne.
Gasp and swoon. I just caught the vapors, Mother Wayne. Oh, God. Oh. Well, this is uppies. Yes. Uppies, mama. Please. Please. Well, this has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of laughs. We've only derailed a couple of times, which I think for us is
fun.
I think that's pretty darn good.
We
But
did pretty
and I'm sure Ivan won't mind me using this, folks. I think it's about that time we just
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up tonight for this wonderful return of this wonderful podcast with my wonderful co-host. And yeah, I was here too. And we are off next week due to pay-per-views and watch-alongs. We will be back the following Saturday, hopefully as a whole ass. Well,
Real.
what's Brucey calling us now? Bullet Club Gold, Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah, the Ass Boys.
That's what we've settled on. Apparently, Bruce's Switchblade. I'm Rock Hard, and Wendy is an ass boy.
I am the Ass Boys.
Yeah, I don't. I guess that shows you what Bruce thinks of Wendy. But that's another story. Again, thank you, everybody. We will see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, make sure to go out and get this lovely fucking merch that if you're watching now or even on replays you see on screen at trwtmerch.threadless.com. If you don't want to go like right this minute, if you're having a little trouble with cash flow, there will be a sale coming May 20th, and I will give you the details when I get it, May 20th, during Dogging with Dom. So come back Monday, watch Raw with me, have fun, kick it. We'll get ready for King and Queen of the Ring, and I will give you the scoop on exactly what's on sale, how you can get it, and more. But if you got it like that and you just want to represent your favorite podcast or this ugly mug above me that happens to be mine, or the cute, cuddly teddy bear that is the redeemer of podcasting on his first ever shirt that got him so excited, go to trwtmerch.threadless.com today and just enjoy yourself.
Yes.
And actually what I meant to say was treat yourself. Bath mats, treat yourself. Slip-on shoes, treat yourself. and you can find us on social media wherever you find Circle of Debate. So go to your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your TikTokies, whatever, and search for Circle of Debate, capital COD. If you want to find Top Rope personally, go to Facebook, search for Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Invite yourself to the group. Go to the X, look for @TopRopeWT. In fact, I can help myself with this. Or you can go to the greatest Instagram handle ever that I made, which is @top_rope_wrestling_talk.
Find us. Join us.
Join us. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy wrestling in general. If it's not your cup of tea, let somebody else drink it.
Yeah.
And as always, Grandma,
stay fresh, cheese bags.
There it was. Are you ready for this? We're gonna sign off. 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye. We're Here's the fucking video. Bye.
Cuban sparks, those Skino. Hitting that, hitting her. Nikki from Casino. Jackpot, my stash box.